Blocked by Hayes.
Now the ball pops loose, and Maple Grove's going to have it.
Right out in front, they score!
Welcome to a special Sports Jam for the week of December 1st. I'm Jay Wilcox.
And I'm John Jacobson. This week, as we move into the winter sports season, we take a look back at some of our favorite Sports Jam spotlight stories from the fall season.
It was quite a fall season in the Northwest suburbs, and these young athletes had some memorable moments. Let's start with the story of one of the area's top football players who helped lead a turnaround at a school that hasn't had a lot of success on the football field recently. Park Center won 5 games this fall, including their first playoff victory since 2006. Early in the season, we caught up with two-way Pirates standout Adam Buirge. They say winning isn't everything, but for Adam Buirge and his Park Center teammates, it's sure fun to experience some success after years of struggle.
Throwing it up the seam for Buirge, and he's got it. Touchdown, Park Center.
It's been really good. The team's energy has been more positive throughout the season. Last year, when we started 0-2, it was kind of like, oh, here we go again. But now we're a little more up-tempo and positive about everything.
After being more of a defensive back who played some wide receiver, Adam's become a full-time go-to offensive threat for the Pirates while still excelling on defense. Off-season prep work helped steer him that way.
Once I started going to camps, I was like, they had me go both sides, and I was like, I kind of like playing receiver. So I was telling the coaches I'd like to play offense at college, and then I started getting recruited that way. So.
Without much of a recent track record in football, it's not been uncommon for players to decide not to play for Park Center. Buirge attended Totino Grace as a freshman, but he's happy to be in his neighborhood school and didn't want to leave.
I think people thought that I would, but I didn't really have any thought in my mind. I mean, I was getting recruited here through my sophomore year, so there wasn't really a point to me. And I knew my senior year we would be able to win, so I was excited for it.
Adam means a lot to this program. He's a kid who are letting the kids here to realize that you don't have to go to Osseo or Champlain Park to have an opportunity to not have a good high school career, but have the opportunity to go to college as well.
Teaming with his longtime friend Amani Hooker at receiver, Buirge has helped the Pirates offense and quarterback Lawrence Ogunti put up some eye-opening numbers.
It's fun because if you go to one side, the left side is going to be open. They can't cover both, so it's just fun. It gives other people the opportunity to get touchdowns and stuff like that too.
He brings speed, leadership, he's not afraid of anything. He's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team out.
He's a leader. I mean, he plays every facet of the game well, and he's one of the best players we feel in the entire state, and we're glad he's a part of our team.
Adam's speed and hands would make him a pretty good player anyway, but he's also really stepped up his efforts to become a complete receiver.
During the summer, I worked out with Bill Welly at WellyFast, and our coach Jordan Salas works there too. He's a trainer there. It's just all about footwork. Routes are key, especially as I'm a DB. I know what I don't like when receivers do, so I try to do that to my opponents when I play receiver as well.
He's coming out of his breaks a lot better, a lot faster, and he's sitting down. He's able to read coverages, and his football IQ is off the charts for his age. He can come to the sideline and say, Coach, I think we can get this route, and we'll go out, and sure enough, and it might not be designed for him, but he's like having another coach on the football field.
Buirge is verbally committed to Northern Illinois, a program that's had back-to-back 12-2 seasons and is coached by former Wayzata star Rod Carey.
I like the coaches a lot. I was there 3 times in the summer, and each time I liked it more and more. So, I mean, when I made my decision, I knew it was the right decision, and I'm really excited to get out there.
He'll be a Husky next fall. For now, Adam Buirge wants to see how far he and his Pirates can go.
This is history here. Last 2-0 start was 1996. So that was the year I was born, and it was this means a lot to me and my teammates. I feel like we need to make a strong run in sections because that hasn't been here either. We haven't won any section games when I've been here, and it would mean a lot to the school and just to the program itself to win a couple section games this postseason.
They did win one postseason game. Buirge was a first-team All-Metro pick and made our Sports Jam All-Area team. He had 46 receptions for 699 yards and had 10 total touchdowns on offense. Defensively, Buirge picked off 6 passes and had 3 forced fumbles and 3 fumble recoveries, scoring 3 more defensive TDs.
A long and successful high school swimming career came to an end last month from Maple Grove senior In early October, we met a Crimson already working toward her career goal.
When Erin Buck was a 7th grader on the Maple Grove swim team, a group of seniors mentored and helped her on her start to a successful prep career. She's flourished for 6 seasons. Erin is a multiple-time place winner at the state meet, finishing in the top 8 in the backstroke, 100 free, and several Crimson relays. Now it's her turn to be a mentor.
I try to be the best role model that I can. Here on the team, we do a big sister, little sister program. And so I've kind of taken one of the 7th graders under my wing and just trying to be what Tess was to me, to her, and just showing her like good sportsmanship, trying to teach her like how to be the best that she can be both in and out of the pool.
All she has to do is say hi to a JV kid and it's like, oh, it's Erin Buck. It's the best. So she's been really helpful in that way, and she's been a vocal leader too for us.
The seniors set the school record in the 200 freestyle last year, and just last month against Osseo, Erin set the pool record in the 200 individual medley and the Maple Grove pool and school record in the 100 butterfly.
It's always been my goal to like get my name up on the record board ever since I was in 7th grade. Like getting your name up there is just a big accomplishment, and it's been a goal of mine for a while, so it's pretty exciting.
There really isn't anyone more deserving, and then she raced. I mean, we're at the hardest part of our season, and she sets a school record and 2 pool records. That was fun. It really was.
Between high school and club season, Erin is in the pool about 48 weeks a year. Has been for 6 years now. Technically strong with her strokes, she says swimming, especially when it comes to race time, involves strategy too.
You got to work speed, you got to make sure you have like a good capacity training and just like the endurance part of it. But then when you're racing, you just have to make sure you're focusing on all the like smaller technique things that you've been working on at practice. And like underwaters for sure, starts, and just keeping your speed up the entire time.
Erin's mentor, Tess Behrens, won the state backstroke 5 years ago when Erin was a 7th grader. Then went on to swim 4 years for the University of Minnesota, where she became an All-American. Guess which college Erin committed to last week?
The team atmosphere, everyone on the team was super nice, super welcoming, and I just got along great with the girls and even the guys' team too. And so it's always just kind of been a dream of mine to go to the U2. Like you grow up and it's Big Ten school, like they've been Big Ten champions for the past 3 years now, and so they have a great program that could really help me go faster and do better.
When she goes to swim for the Gophers next fall, Erin won't likely get lost in the big U of M campus. A straight-A student at Maple Grove, she is now a full-time PSEO student, taking 12 college credits at Minnesota this fall. Using her time well is a must.
It's kind of difficult. Like you have a lot more homework than you do with your college classes than you did with like high school. But as long as I like plan my time out well and I stay organized and I can like stay on top of things, like it's not too bad.
It's a huge challenge, but she's an extremely bright kid. Like I said, I've known her since 7th grade, always done well, but she's organized, and that's the key. Extremely organized, gets everything she needs to get done, and again, that competitiveness carries over into her schoolwork.
With the high school season starting to wind down, and 1 foot already in college, Erin admits she'll miss time spent in the pool with her Maple Grove teammates.
I'm definitely going to miss the ladies here. Everyone is super nice and we all get along so well, and they're basically my second family, so it's going to be hard having to say goodbye to some of them that I probably won't see for a while, but a bunch of them I'll still probably keep in contact with even after high school season, into club season, and hopefully beyond that too.
Erin finished second in the 200 freestyle race at the state meet, right behind Courtney Evanson of Armstrong, who we also featured in one of our spotlight segments this fall. Erin is planning to study either biomedical engineering, human biology, or chemistry at Minnesota, with the long-term goal of becoming an orthopedic surgeon. Pretty outstanding careers for those 2 young athletes.
That's for sure, and we definitely wish them well in college sports as well. There's plenty more to come. Next up on Sports Jam, meet a Hopkins soccer standout who helped her team achieve a first for the program.
The Hopkins girls soccer team reached the state tournament for the first time in school history this fall. In the week following their section championship win, we introduced you to a senior who helped lead the resurgence in the Royals program.
Sometimes you have to start small and think big. It worked for Corbin Boyd in the Hopkins girls soccer program. Corbin started playing for the Royals varsity as an 8th grader when the team won just 2 matches.
Here's Boyd in the middle. Along Boyd, a shot, and Hopkins for the first time ever is going to the state tournament.
We worked so hard so many years for this, and we finally achieved it, which is something we knew we could always do, and it's just awesome to see all of our hard work finally pay off.
We've been on the same summer team for so long, and it's so fun playing with her. She's great. We work well together, and she'll make a good pass, and the forwards are able to run onto it, and she sees the field super well. And she's just been such a good asset to our team throughout these years, and it's been so fun playing with her.
She has been, such a steady kid, over the last number of years, and she's been probably one of our best players since, almost freshman year, sophomore year, where she was really the leader on the team as far as her play on the field, and she didn't voice it a lot. She just worked hard all the time. This year, she's really come into her own as far as leadership as well, and she's really become a great senior captain.
An all-Lake Conference midfielder for the Royals, she displays good field vision and makes those around her better.
One thing that she has over a lot of kids is just her ability to read the game and anticipate and know where the ball is going. Her ability to just beat somebody, just a little bit, and then find a pass, through 3 players. She has vision that none of the other players have, and she's able to really create chances for us.
But Corbin's number 1 sport is hockey, where she wears number 5. Like soccer, she's played on the Hopkins varsity since 8th grade. As a sophomore, she netted 19 goals with 25 assists. And followed that up with a 24-goal, 34-assist season a year ago. The assist totals give a good indication on what kind of playmaker Corbin is.
For both hockey and soccer, I'm more of a playmaker. So in hockey, if I have a wide open shot, I'd rather pass the puck to somebody. I don't know why, it's just the first thing that comes into my head. And same with soccer. If I see a gap on the field, I'm going to pass it through, and hopefully one of our forwards will get there.
Corbin's early development in the sport can be traced to playing with her older brothers, Brendan and Travis.
When I was younger, they used to put me in net, and they would shoot on me with tennis balls because my mom wouldn't let them have any pucks. But when I got older, I would just play against them, stick handle and everything. And sure, I'd probably get stopped 9 times out of 10, but it made me better.
Travis Boyd is in his senior year of hockey at the University of Minnesota, having played every game for the Gophers the past 2 seasons. Corbin will stay in Minnesota next year, but she won't be a Gopher. She's verbally committed to play women's hockey at Minnesota State Mankato.
I had other schools in Minnesota and a lot more schools out east that I was talking to, but Mankato was far enough away from home, but also close enough to home. And I want my parents to be able to come and watch me, and it just seemed like a perfect place for me.
Though her high school coach would love to see her continue in soccer, this is likely the end of the line for Corbin on the pitch. And that's something the seniors had to come to grips with.
It makes me really emotional. I feel like yesterday I was an 8th grader and just making the team, and I was so happy I made it, and now it's almost over. And when we got down in the Armstrong game, I had a little breakdown on the field. I was like, this could be my last 20 minutes ever playing soccer. And then luckily we picked it up and we ended up winning, but I just have to make the most of everything on the field.
The Royals lost in the state quarterfinals. Corbin's favorite subject areas in school are science and math, and she hopes to study pharmacy in college. It's now hockey season for Corbin, and so far, through 7 games, the Royals are 5-2, and Corbin is off to a good start, too. She has scored 2 goals and added 16 assists. That kind of speaks to that playmaker mentality that she has in both soccer and hockey.
Well, you're going to be a popular teammate if you're giving the puck up that many times and setting up goals for your teammates.
That's right. Straight ahead, meet an Armstrong soccer star who helped her team to a memorable fall.
It was a good fall season for the Armstrong girls soccer team, and a junior who returned to the Falcons program after a year away played a big part in the success. We caught up with her late in the regular season.
I'm Mariah Haberle, and I play soccer.
And the Armstrong junior plays it pretty well.
Steps back, turns, time for one last shot, gets it in, and that one goes in for a goal!
After playing for the Falcons as a freshman, Haberle wasn't involved in high school soccer last fall, but as part of a group of players from the Minnesota Thunder Academy who were able to return this year.
I was super excited, and all of our girls from the school were like, so glad you're back, like can't wait to play with you. And I was mostly the most excited because I missed it more than ever, because it's part of the high school experience to be able to play with girls at school and just being with the girls, and I couldn't be happier.
It brings the level of competition up. I mean, those are some top players, you know, whether it be her here or any of the players that have gotten to come back. It's been well publicized this year, all the different players from all the different teams that got to come back. And certainly, you know, it's helped our team, it's helped other teams as well. And I think all in all, it's good for the kids too. The kids love high school soccer. They love getting this opportunity to play. And so I think just the opportunity to be able to play for their high school in front of their fans, I think is a really great thing for them. So I think everybody kind of wins.
Mariah will return to the Thunder when the high school season ends and play a lot of soccer with a lot of traveling.
It's year-round. We practice like 3 times a week, and then weekends in the beginning, like October, November, is really every weekend we go to Milwaukee or Missouri or Iowa or anywhere like in the Midwest, and then we start to get into our national events, and that's in like California, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Texas. So it's all year, and I love it.
Mariah is a great athlete who's proving to be tough to stop. She's nearing 20 goals. As for her greatest strength, she has great speed, but also a wicked left-footed shot.
A lot of the time on my own, just go and just take a couple balls up to Zachary and just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. And even without a goalie sometimes, because then you can like picture a goalie and find a shoot for the corners and not have someone take it from you. So I don't know, I just like practicing it a lot. Shooting is my favorite thing to do.
I think just her willingness to move off the ball. She's really easy to find. Like, her and I have been playing together since we were itty bitty tiny. And so her and I know exactly how to play off each other. So I know as soon as I get the ball to find Mariah's feet, and she'll turn and she'll score most likely off any ball I play to her.
Her quickness on and off the ball, her change of pace. I mean, she can go up to a player and then just one quick move, she can get past her. She can finish with both her right and left foot, and at this level, you don't see that very often.
Assistant coach Megan Almanzo is quite likely the best player in Falcons history and played at Connecticut. Haberle is doing her best to match Almanzo, who had 24 goals and 20 assists as an Armstrong senior.
We went to Duluth in the beginning of the season, right before the real season started, and we just kind of set a goal for each individual person. And mine was to beat Megan, because she's been my mentor since I was little, and it's always been a goal to beat her. So it's a good level to get to.
We joke around about it. She's in there scoring 4 goals in a game. I tell Coach, you gotta pull her. But of course, I want her to beat it. I mean, it's for the team, so.
Though she's a junior, Haberle's made her college choice already. She plans to play at North Dakota State.
I love the coaching staff. Mark Cook, he actually coached MTA when I was younger, like a couple years ago, and we kind of just clicked right from the beginning. And I met with the girls and got to hang out with them, and they were the nicest people I've ever met. They were so welcoming, and the team chemistry looks amazing, and everything about the campus and the food is amazing.
As for this season, the playoffs are just around the corner. Mariah Haberle and the Falcons will take nothing for granted.
We take it day by day and always look at what the first thing we have to conquer before we can get any farther. But our goal is definitely high, and I think we're pretty close to achieving it.
Haberle wound up with 22 goals and 9 assists and was named All-State. The Falcons finished 12-2-4, losing in the Section 6AA semifinals to eventual champion Hopkins. We'll be right back with our last spotlight story for this special edition of Sports Jam.
Tyler Lee took over as Hopkins starting quarterback midway through the season and led the Royals football team to 5 wins in 6 games, including a victory in the first round of section playoffs. Jason Malillo profiled the senior quarterback in early November.
Tyler Lee is a soft-spoken and very humble kid.
He's not going to be the one that leads the team in cheers or anything like that.
But on the football field, Lee's legs and right arm can talk pretty loud. Lee's ascension to QB1 has come with some adversity. He was Hopkins' starter last year, but a broken collarbone in Week 2 effectively ended his season. Then he was beat out for the starting job this fall by junior Oscar Johnson. But through it all, Lee always believed he had the skills to lead the Hopkins offense.
I was disappointed last year with my injury, and then trying to come back on it and just hurting it again is always disappointing. Only playing 2 games total, and not winning the starting job is disappointing, but you just got to keep your head up and keep fighting for it.
Lee became the starting quarterback midway through this season after the Royals lost 2 of their first 3 games. With Lee calling the signals, Hopkins went on a 4-game win streak and then beat Edina in the first round of the section tournament.
I do think that there's a real sense of belief in him by the rest of the team, and I think that's an important facet to have as a quarterback.
I feel like the team reacted in a positive way because last year he was our starting QB, and at the beginning of the season we were kind of struggling, and a lot of us felt that Tyler could help, and so once he got in, he did help, and we've been getting the job done so far.
Lee is a versatile dual-threat quarterback. He can throw the long ball for sure, but Lee also has that uncanny ability to make something happen when a play breaks down. Hopkins fans like to call him Tyler Football, comparing Lee to the dynamic playmaker Johnny Manziel, who's known as Johnny Football.
Being compared to Johnny Manziel, you know, he can run well and pass well, and we joke around about it a lot.
I think it's a really cool thing. I mean, he can run really well, just like Johnny Manziel can. So, I mean, I laugh about it. I think it's really cool.
There might not be anyone who's more proud of Lee than Eric Swenson. Swenson is not only Lee's coach, but also his stepfather. Swenson and his wife Vicky, who is Lee's aunt and the head coach of the Hopkins volleyball team, took in Tyler and his 3 siblings after their mother was murdered in 2006.
Yeah, you can't imagine it. I mean, it's besides the personal pride that I have because I consider him my son, I mean, I'm so proud of him in that regard and all he's done and all he continues to do. But you feel really, really great knowing, like you said, the backstory and that there's a real happy ending to this.
Hopkins lost to Lakeville North in the Class 6A playoffs. Tyler wants to play college football and is still considering his options. National Signing Day for football comes in early February. We'll be back to wrap up the show in a moment.
Check out the Armstrong Cooper Girls Holiday Classic Hockey Tournament December 29th through the 31st at the New Hope Ice Arena. Get more details at 12.tv under the In the Community tab.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Will, for example. His first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. He's learning production skills and now has access to cutting-edge equipment. He's working on local music productions, meeting new people, and gaining experience needed to produce his own show. Best of all, he's sharing his passion for music with others in his community. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Get ready to celebrate winter at the Crystal Winterfest event on Saturday, December 6th from 10 a.m. to noon at the Crystal Community Center. Find out more at 12.tv.
Our game of the week is the season opener for the defending state Class 3A champion girls basketball team from Park Center as the Pirates travel to Rogers to take on the Royals. Watch it live on Channel 12 and 12.tv on Thursday. You can also tune in for the replays Friday night at 7 and Saturday morning at 10 here on Channel 12. And that will do it for this week's show. We hope you enjoyed this look back at some of our favorite fall spotlight stories.
Next week, we're back with our regular program. We'll see you next time here on Sports Jam.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Celebrate the new year with family fun at the Plymouth Ice Center and Lifetime Fitness on Wednesday, December 31st from 6 to 9 p.m. Get costs and registration info at 12.tv. Check out the Armstrong Cooper Girls Holiday Classic Hockey Tournament December 29th through the 31st at the New Hope Ice Arena. Get more details at 12.tv under the In the Community tab.